We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's game one of the National League Championship Series between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Blake Snell gets the ball for game one of the League Championship Series here at home. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, in his last start.
Back now live as we count down to the start of game one. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the sixth spot.
Alan Cordoba hits next.
The lefty, number 20, Alan Cordoba.
High in the air into shallow left center. Barter is after it, and the inning is over. So they get to him for a couple of hits in the inning here, but they've got nothing to show for it. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack, no score. So digging in now, King Bishop, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
King Bishop.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Bases are empty here with two men out. And this one misses high for ball four, and they have themselves a two-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Batting fourth.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
Come on, get here,
Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded at his knees. Touché, sir. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. In now, Hunter Renfroe. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The right fielder, number 10, Hunter Renfroe.
The 2-2. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Bishop ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call in the previous pitch, which could have been strike three. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short man.
Settling in now, King Bishop. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Splitter, 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Hitting off for San Diego, catcher, Austin Henson.
High in the air out to center field. Bishop is there, and he has it for the first out. Now in the box, King. Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
3-1 to him now. Russell, the runner at second with 1 away. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Into the bleachers and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Digging in now for San Diego, Manuel Margot. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop waits on it. He's got it 1 away. King. Bishop will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch to him. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. And a neck-high fastball that time.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Fouled off. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cordoba's under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the second game of the National League Championships. Ken Charles is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy pitched well in his last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Coming to the plate now, King Bishop. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
King Bishop.
First offering on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Russell, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him?
Striding in, King Bishop. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Lined into right, a base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers' meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
The 1-2. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Digging in to try it again. Carlton Fink. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Bishop has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Padres leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, tied. Ready once again, Christian Villanueva. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit out towards second. And that's out number 1. Ready for another shot now, Hunter Renfroe. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Hunter Renfroe.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bishop waits on it. Relay. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter, known for driving the ball out.
Digging in and looking for more. King Bishop. He singled his last time up.
King Bishop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Renfroe on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in once again, Christian Villanueva. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch.
Digging in once again, Manuel Margot. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. The 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. Stepping in and ready for another shot, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
The catcher, number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. Up next will be Nick Williams. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Come on, beat it out, beat it out.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Christian Villanueva. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now the 1-1 pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Bishop is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to downtown San Diego. And Eduardo Rodriguez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts? Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
The right fielder, number 5.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cordova's under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs, and now the Padres. Digging in for his second at bat, King Bishop. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First offering on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Count, the pitch, finds the zone, strike 1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
And he fouls this one off. Perez on second. Evans on at first with 2 down. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks. Ready for another chance. Antonio Manuel, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 0-1 pitch. Whittled in there for a base hit.
That is fourth.
And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100.
The next Cub up, King Bishop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
The 3-0. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And his control is really letting him down now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Nick Williams. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Line toward right center. Margot is right there, 1 down. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
So in now for Chicago, J.D. Davis, and their runners at the corners now. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, I'll have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Now the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left, a base hit. Cordova brings it in, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third, and it's a 4-1 game. Next to the plate for the Padres, Alan Cordova, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Bishop. One away. At the plate, King Bishop. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Center fielder, King Bishop.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Bishop playing here in his age 26 season. He was a 24th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization.
And he runs out of gas between bases. They tag him out to end the inning. So nothing happening this time around. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Cubs 4 and the Padres 1. Stepping up now, Antonio Manuel, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all. There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer here in the series, and the Padres get a bit closer. It's now 4-2.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game.
Stepping in, Hunter Renfroe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Villanueva leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Villanueva rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score, and the Padres tie it. It's a 4-4 game.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone.
Digging in, King Bishop. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 2 now. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1. Fouled away. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Dig.
Cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now at the plate, King Bishop. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-0. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. Three-run home run down the line in right, and it's now 7-4.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Christian Villanueva. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall. Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. From downtown San Diego, MLB Network has baseball from Petco Park in the Gaslamp District. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. David Navarro is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2026 San Diego Padres.
With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, they have to be very happy so far with the performance they're getting out of that guy in the 8th spot. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in the lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
Into the box, King Bishop, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bishop is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Navarro, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire.
Batting fifth, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Digging in now for San Diego, Gary Sanchez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit in the air to center field. Bishop is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with striding into the box, King Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Margot on his horse. Makes the play, 1 away. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, David Navarro.
David Navarro.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes down.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Christian Villanueva. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Christian Villanueva.
Back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So coming to the plate, King Bishop. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
3-0 to him now. 3-0 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Nick Williams. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Pitch inside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
The 1-1. Runner's on his way to third.
Stand
That's
up.
lifted the other way out to left.
Ball, halfway.
Sprinting after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Caden Rosado. He singled his last time up. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Villanueva. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1. Out into right center. Well hit.
Relay, hit me, relay.
Bellinger rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as they extend their lead to 3. Stepping into the box, Alan Cordova. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. Williams is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Now at the plate, King Bishop. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner toward right center. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here. We'll take baseball on MLB Network right after this. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Wow, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good. It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here. Usually with a big win at home.
No better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen into public.
Batting third, center fielder, King Bishop.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Shimizu has logged upwards of 900 innings on the mound so far with a dominant sub-3 ERA. Good by anybody's standards. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. The 2-2 very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. The 2-2 lifted the other way to left center. Manuel is there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in, Antonio Manuel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chasing after it is Williams. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now batting, King Bishop. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Down into left center for a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started. And after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Christian Villanueva, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. King Bishop 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Missed with a slider.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball.
Ouch, that one hit him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So digging in now, Wilson Contreras, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Bishop is off at first with 2 away. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-1.
Beat it out, beat it out, beat it out.
Second. He's right there. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs. So striding forward now, King. Bishop. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Two and two.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
3-2 now. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Another full count offering on its way. Count still full, 3-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cordoba's under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Nick Williams. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Beat it out, beat it out.
Third. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 3. Ready for another chance? Alan Cordoba. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 2-2. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. He hit the corner and tries for third, and he's safe.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out.
Striding in once again, King. Bishop, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here. High in the air into shallow left center. In comes Cordoba. And that's the third out. 1 hit, 1.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Chicago... MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of the National League Championship Series. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres' starting lineup. Next to the plate for the Padres, Christian Villanueva. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. To second now, but he's safe as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Into the box now, King. Bishop. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here comes the first pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Popped him up. Villanueva is there. And that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Seth Fields. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Bishop giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alan Cordoba. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Ready once again, King Bishop. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. Popped high in the air. Hedges has a play. 2 down. Digging in to try it again, King Bishop. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
In his career, Bishop has a track record of power hitting at the major league level. Over 250 career home runs. And that misses 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is.
Beat it out.
Back up the middle.
You're up.
Diving effort as it's off his glove. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras, and their runners at the corners now.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
So in now for Chicago, Nick Williams. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Dan, this offense has been struggling to push a run across all game. Here they get a nice 2-out RBI in the 8th inning to drive in the first run.
You know, listen, it's taken them a while to get on the board, and, you know, they're still behind in this one, but it's better than getting shut out.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground. And this gets under the shortstop's glove. That'll likely be a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rod.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run.
Ready for another shot now. Johnny Lanier looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Around second now and headed for third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Bishop is after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And that one just not deep enough, so the White...
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the finale, Game 7 of the National League Championship Series. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer. Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third base.
Batting third, center fielder, King Bishop.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Shimizu has logged upwards of 900 innings on the mound so far with a dominant sub-3 ERA. Good by anybody's standards. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Drilled to first.
Stand up, right here, stand up,
and
pick
that's
it up.
through into right field for a base hit. The relay, and he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him.
Batting 7, the left fielder, number 20, Alan Cordova.
High in the air out to center field. Bishop is there. 2 gone. And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And, of course, the winner of our series will earn a date with the AL champion Toronto Blue Jays in this year's Fall Classic. Digging in for his second at-bat, Manuel Margot. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fly ball heading for the alley. Chasing after it is Williams, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he'll get in there safely.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap.
The next Cub up, King Bishop. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. Russell is on his way home. And a relay to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Wilson Contreras.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Cordova's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now in the box, Carlton Fink.
Now for the Padres, second baseman, Carlton Fink.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bishop moving in. He's there and records the first out. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go Antonio Manuel. Swinging a soft liner. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter. Leading off the inning, King Bishop, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. No balls and a strike to count. And there's ball 1.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Count is 1-2 now. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long epic at bats you start to get into swing mode.
Check swing grounder to the right side. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. Turned on down the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So coming to the plate, Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-2. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Bishop going back on it at the track, into the bleachers, and gone.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him.
Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird. So 3 runs. Into the box. King. Bishop. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Renfroe ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of this series, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted.
Alan Cordoba hits next. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Liner towards second, and that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he picked up 2 hits in this one.